What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast, and thanks for listening in. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Now let's get started. So today, I want to discuss two different topics. The first topic that I want to discuss is so-called cancel culture. So I am on social media, obviously. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram and YouTube. And it seems like every other week, there is some celebrity or influencer coming out and complaining about being canceled. Everyone hates to be canceled. No one wants to face quote unquote cancel culture, which is quite funny to me because I haven't actually seen any of them be canceled. I mean, let's think about it. Kevin Hart, even Ellen from the Ellen DeGeneres show. These celebrities and influencers complain about being canceled, but they're not actually being canceled. None of them are losing money, really. They're still rich. They're still famous. They still have fans. They still have people willing to go to war with other people in the comment section to defend them. So how are they really being canceled? They're not. These people actually do not want to face accountability. It's not about canceling them. It's about holding them accountable for their actions and words. People pointing out that you did X, Y, and Z and telling you why it was wrong is not canceling you. We actually want you to listen what people say when they're telling you that what you did or said has harmed someone. You should actually learn from those things and grow as a person. You should be a better person based on those reactions from people. What you shouldn't do is get on your platform and complain about being canceled when you're still rich, you're still living in your big house, you're still driving your cars, you're not actually losing anything. So it really bothers me when I see people complain about cancel culture, especially when you're, a rich celebrity or a rich influencer, because you're not actually being canceled. You may lose a sponsorship here or there. You may lose, a business deal here or there based on what you have said or done. But nobody's coming and forcing you out of your home. Nobody is saying, hey, I need all of the money in your bank account. They just want you to be accountable for your actions. And so please, 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 please stop perpetuating this whole cancel culture thing, because it does not actually exist. It is nothing more than accountability. So let's hold these people accountable and demand that if they want us to buy their products or listen to their music or watch their movie or listen to their podcast, that they actually are being held accountable for the toxic things that they say and do. Okay. That is that on that. So the second topic that I want to discuss today is this whole uproar from the conservative right about critical race theory. So this whole discussion is somewhat infuriating to me because I went to law school. I graduated law school. And during my time in law school, we actually took a class that was entitled Critical Race Theory. I had an amazing professor, Professor Joyner, shout out to him, who taught critical race theory. And critical race theory, to put it in a simple and short way, is basically a class in which you examine the systems in America, right? So the criminal justice system, for example. And you look at how the criminal justice system has treated Black and brown people, how laws have impacted, Black and brown people as opposed to white people, and how Black people are disproportionately harmed by the laws in society. That's essentially what critical race theory is. It's examining laws through a racial lens, right? Examining how these laws impact Black and brown people as opposed to white people. That is all critical race theory is. And critical race theory is a graduate level class. It's typically something that you can take in law school or some other type of graduate school. It is not a class that's being taught to fourth graders, okay? And the conservative right and the GOP are in an uproar over teachers allegedly teaching critical race theory to kids. And it's simply false. What the conservative right is actually upset about is about people teaching the history of America. The history of America is filled with racism. And that is just a fact. Dating back to the founding of this country, dating all the way back to 1619, which is also a project that the conservative right do not want to be taught to their kids because they don't want their kids to know the history of this country. It is also not about teaching Black people that they are somehow inferior to white people, because I have seen debates on this topic. And I have seen Black people argue that they do not want their children to learn about, quote unquote, critical race theory, because they do not want their kids believing that they are somehow inferior to white people. That is not what critical race theory does. Critical race theory actually shows kids how, well, I should actually take that back, because as I said previously, critical race theory is not even being taught to kids, which is why this whole argument and discussion is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's actually nothing more than the conservative right using a smoke screen. So they're using this whole uproar over critical race theory to distract people from all of the other things that they're up to. The fact that the conservative right actually has no plan for America. The GOP has no plan for America. They don't have any plans. The only thing that they have is uproar over cultural issues. They want you to be upset about cultural issues because they know that they can win when their base is mobilized over cultural issues, which is why they want these things to be in the conversation. It's the same thing that happened when we were all talking about Dr. Seuss books. They have to distract people in order to hide the fact that they have nothing to offer. They have absolutely nothing to offer. And they're trying to censor professors and teachers, which is absolutely ridiculous. Those are my thoughts on those two topics. You all let me know what you think down in the comments. Again, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with another one. You all have a great day.